Have you ever wondered how someone keeps a calm mind at the exact moment when everything around them is falling apart? While the world watches in awe as Ethan Hunt leaps across rooftops, there is another performance unfolding, invisible, silent, but infinitely more powerful, the mental mastery of Tom Cruise. This isn't fiction. It's not a special effect. It is the result of invisible habits forged over decades. Habits that sharpen the mind like a blade. Habits that make the impossible achievable. In this video, you will discover the 5 secret habits that make Tom Cruise unstoppable in Mission Impossible, and how each of them can be applied in your own life, because the impossible always bows to a prepared mind. Part 2, the invisible battlefield. Look at any scene from Mission Impossible. Explosions, chases, decisions made in seconds. Everything looks like chaos. But behind every move, there's a silent calculation. Behind every expression, a trained mind. Most people fail, not because they lack talent, but because they let the outside world control their inner world. Tom Cruise learned this. He doesn't just play a character. He embodies a principle. The mind is the battlefield, and the enemy is distraction. Throughout his life, he cultivated something rare, the ability to hold his attention on a single point, even when everything pulls him to scatter. If your days feel chaotic, if your mind jumps from task to task, from notification to notification, you're fighting the wrong war. What needs to be conquered is not out there. It's within, and only those who train win. But what exactly is this training, and why does it work so well, even under extreme pressure? It's time to reveal the invisible principle behind Tom Cruise's unshakable focus and how it can start transforming your life today. Part 3, the master principle of focus. The human mind is like a beam of light. It can illuminate everything, or it can focus on a single point and ignite the impossible. Tom Cruise learned this early on. He doesn't just train muscles or techniques. He trains deliberate attention. What he applies is what Napoleon Hill called directed control of the mind. Hill taught, you have the power to control your mind and direct it toward any end you desire. That is the real superpower. Not running on trains, but keeping your thoughts from running aimlessly. Tom uses 3 mental practices. 1, mental visualization. Before any action, he visualizes the scene over and over. 2, silent repetition. He repeats inner commands that program confidence. 3, noise elimination. On chaotic sets, he creates isolation. Focus in the storm. These aren't Hollywood tricks. They are the same principles used by elite athletes, CEOs, and creatives. All of them trainers of their own attention. The next question is, how do you bring this to your own life? How can you apply this master principle today? Part 4, the unshakable routine, practical application. Knowing isn't enough. You must practice. What Tom Cruise does isn't a gift. It's a decision, repeated, until focus becomes as natural as breathing. Here are the 5 habits you can start practicing now. 1, visualization ritual. Before any important task, close your eyes. See the scene with success. Feel the calm. Picture the obstacles dissolving. Tom does it before every stunt. Hill recommended it before every mission. 2, silent mode rule. Designate time blocks with no external interruptions. Turn off notifications. Exit social media. Inform people I'm in execution mode. Your environment becomes your ally. 3, clarity trigger phrase. Choose a phrase that anchors you in the moment. Tom's is, this is the moment. Yours might be, I'm focused, I'm present, I'm acting. Repeat it mentally when distraction strikes. 4, single mission agenda. Avoid endless to-do lists. Choose one mission at a time, the most important. Gary Keller calls it the one thing. Tom Cruise lives it in every scene. 5, evening performance review. Before bed, ask yourself, where did I stay focused? Where did I drift? Reflection leads to adjustment. Adjustment leads to mastery. These are not tricks for a single day. They are tools to build a new identity. You're not just doing what Tom Cruise does, you're becoming what Tom Cruise has become. Part 5, Becoming Unshakable Reinforcement. You started applying, you felt the power of focus. But then, life speeds up, routine tightens, distractions creep back. Here is what separates the ordinary from the exceptional: reinforcement. Tom Cruise doesn't wake up every day motivated. He wakes up committed to the identity he chose. You can build that same shield with 3 mental armors. 1, identity over motivation. What it means: stop depending on feelings. Start deciding who you are. How to do it: pick a phrase that defines your desired self. Say it every morning. Say it before every task. Say it when you feel like quitting. Examples: I am someone who executes. I am disciplined. I stay focused on what matters. This is identity shaping. You act as who you decide to be. When to use: every morning, before every deep task, every time you feel distracted. 2, conscious repetition. What it means: train your mind through small, consistent actions. How to do it: choose a simple focus ritual. 2 minutes of focused breathing. 1 task per day with phone off. Say, now is focus time. Track your days. Repetition creates transformation. When to use: daily, same time if possible. Miss 1, restart immediately. 3, vision, greater than distraction. What it means: you need a mission, something bigger than your excuses. How to do it: write down, where do I want to be in 5 years? Who do I want to become? What changes if I master focus? Review this weekly. Let it guide your decisions. When to use: in moments of doubt, fatigue, or temptation. Let your future pull you forward. These 3 shields form your invisible armor. They are not about resisting the world. They are about taking back control. Now, just one final step remains. Complete the cycle and decide who you are becoming. Part 6, Assume Command. You've heard voices all your life telling you what you can't do: too hard, too late, not enough. But now, you have the blueprint. You've seen that focus isn't a gift. It's a muscle, a decision, a repetition. Tom Cruise is extraordinary, not because he was born that way, but because he chose to build himself. And now, so can you. Here's your next move. 1, go back to part 4. Pick 1 habit. Start today. 2, write your identity statement. 3, create your personal vision. Read it weekly. Comment below. What habit will you begin today? Put all this into practice for 7 days. And then tell me in the comments, what changed? What did you feel? What did you build? Before you start, if you like this video, help me by subscribing to the channel, because this channel is not about fleeting motivation. It is about real transformation. Deep, irreversible. You didn't come here by chance. You were called to something greater, and now you know the way. Mission given, mission accepted, so go and prove that the impossible is just the beginning.